I wanted to do a super casual, spend the day with me type of vlog. I figured this is one of your favorites. I get really good feedback every time I do something like this. So here we go. Today's a Sunday. I just woke up, clearly. I actually woke up 2 hours ago. I wanted to sleep in today, so I didn't set an alarm, but I woke up at 7 a.m. and I couldn't go back to sleep, so I was just in my bed rotting. But I'm finally getting out of bed. First thing I do, I open my curtain because I have a blackout curtain in my room. And I let my body see some sun. It's gloomy today. I don't see a single blue in the sky. My favorite stretches. Do this and round your back and put your head down and stretch like this part. Feels so good. And then this is a little weird, but put your hand on the wall like this and arch your back and put your head back, and that stretches out this part again. I'm gonna do a tea to start my morning. Oh, actually, I should do this. It's tea I got in Singapore. I haven't tried this one yet. I got this one, Golden Monkey Jasmine Tea. They're both green tea. And this one, Geisha Blossom Tea. So good. Okay. This one's more fruity, this one's more floral. I'm gonna go with this one. I love the feeling of just swallowing down some warm cup of tea in the morning because it feels like it's cleansing my body and I feel healthy. In my humble opinion, the key to health and wellness is the way you feel. Everything is my opinion, by the way. You can take it, you don't have to take it, but I'm just sharing how I have made the conclusion within this topic for myself. Is there's no final state. There's no final result that I'm like working towards because that ends up very toxic for me. But it's always just constantly working on the way I feel, and I always just want to feel good and healthy. And that doesn't mean that it's actually scientifically healthy, but as long as it feels good to me, it's healthy for me. Warm cup of coffee, like black coffee, does give me the same effect, but I think tea is a healthier choice for me because I'm really sensitive to caffeine and I don't want a caffeine spike first thing in the morning. So we're gonna let this brew and let's chat a little. This is usually the time of day where I'll sit down, drink my tea, journal, organize the things that I have to do for the day, except today's a Sunday, so I don't really have work to do. I'm just chilling. I have to do like a Sunday reset so that I can set myself up for success the upcoming week. Big things that I want to do today. Obviously film this video and spend some time with you guys is my biggest priority today, but I also want to go to the farmer's market and get some groceries, and I want to go on a hike. This is something that I will always do. I go to a different city and I'll hike and I'll think, oh my gosh, it would be so nice if I had this at home. It would be the most perfect hike. I would go on it every single day. And then I come home and I'm like, what the heck? I have so many hiking opportunities here in LA. I just don't go because my excuse is like, oh, I don't really know which one to go to. I've never been to any of them. I don't know anyone who can take me, and I just won't go. And I think that's such a stupid excuse, so I just want to take myself on a hike today and see how that goes. I wanted to film this video today and specifically talk about one of my passions in life. One of the topics that I'm very interested in, have always been interested in, is health and wellness. It's also something that I've struggled with so much growing up as a teenager. I've had unhealthy body image issues, unhealthy eating habits, and growing up with unhealthy diet culture around you being so normalized, it's a lot for you in the head. Still to this day, I don't really know what kind of position I take in this world. But again, like I mentioned, all I really care about is how I feel, and as long as I feel good, that's health and wellness to me. And because I take this position in this topic, it's hard for me to kind of preach about this topic. I get asked all the time, like, you travel so much and you eat everything you want, but how do you stay so fit? How do you feel? How do you stay feeling good? It's not something that I can like make a list and share. It all comes through practice and just balancing within my own lifestyle. So I just wanted to show it to you instead of like listing out bullet points of things that you should and should not do because it should all look different. I specifically wanted to put emphasis on women's health in this video today though, because women's health, women's menstrual cycle is something that I am very heavily affected by. I'm sure it is a big influence on every other woman's life as well, but I feel like I get hit by a truck every time I go through my cycle. So over the years, I've learned to kind of sync my lifestyle according to my cycle. So depending on my cycle, I will plan out the type of workouts I'll do, the type of food I'll eat, the things that I do for myself, whether I push myself harder when it comes to physical activities. Some days I'll just take it light because I know my body is just physically not capable of doing certain things. So currently I'm in my luteal phase. If you know, you know, luteal phase, you just can't help but to feel ugly and fat and like the worst version of yourself. That's currently how I feel. I might not look like it, but that's how I feel right now. So I'm doing all these things to make myself feel better. And I also think this is a perfect time for me to introduce you to the sponsor of today's video, Flow. To keep track of my cycle and to learn more about my body, I use Flow. And you might be familiar with this app already. It's a very popular period tracker app, but it actually does so much more than just track your period. Depending on your goals, it can help you follow your pregnancy. You can explore and learn more about your hormones through their different features. You can share your period cycle with your family members, with your partner, if that's important to you. But yeah, I can show you guys what the app looks like. It's super easy to use. You can put in your symptoms of the day, your current body status. I'm super satisfied with how it helps me predict when my next period would be. And like I said, my PMS is pretty bad, so I like that it gives me the hint that like, oh, maybe you're feeling this way because you have this coming up in your cycle. It doesn't make me feel super crazy. It's super user-friendly. Once you download the app, it will ask you some questions to get to know you and your goals. Flow is the #1 OBGYN recommended app that's backed by science, and they also have a full team of experts behind the app to help you understand your body. And if English is not your first language, it's also available in 22 other languages. If you are interested in incorporating Flow to help you understand your body better, make sure you click the link in my description box to redeem the code. Some things I've learned about luteal phase: hydration is so important, which is why I'm gonna be chugging water, tea all day. But also I get bloated. Reason for my big t-shirt: as women, it's so normal for our body to fluctuate, especially before and during your period. So rule of thumb for me, I never really weigh myself, but especially not around this time of the month. It's easy for me to put on skin tight clothes and just be obsessed with looking at my body and how it looks different in the mirror, and it makes me feel horrible. If we feel horrible, we gotta cut it out. So usually I'll live in bigger t-shirts and bigger clothing, and it actually makes me kind of feel cool. Some supplements that I do really love for bloating though, I kind of take this on the regular now, but especially when I eat something heavier and I know I'm gonna be bloated the next morning, I take this the night before and I feel fine. So yesterday I had Indian curry, but I took 2 of these before I slept, and I do feel bloated, but I don't feel super bloated. And I also love this one by Love Wellness. It's Bye Bye Bloat. This is really effective, so I don't take this every day. I also hate taking pills, so I don't want to be taking this every single day. But if I'm especially bloated and I need like an immediate solution, I'll take this. And I put a lot of my friends onto this and they all swear by this product, so I know it's good. Yum. I did this face mask yesterday and it was so good. My skin hasn't felt this hydrated in months. I'm gonna get ready for the farmer's market. I'm not doing anything crazy. I don't want to wear makeup. I don't want to do my hair. I just want to throw on a baggy, comfy outfit and head out the door. Skin cocktail of the day. Finger gua sha. So good. Underrated spot to gua sha is like right here. And your brows too. Please try. It feels amazing. Oh, and I like lifting here. You will see immediate lifting results if you lift here. And then the side of my head. This is the fit. It's very comfy. I'm bringing a big tote bag so I can add my groceries. I don't even think I'll be buying this much. I just need eggs and fruits. gonna go to the Hollywood Farmers Market. It's kind of far and it's more overstimulating of a farmers market than I prefer, but that's the one that's open today. I'm starting to get a little tired because I woke up way too early. So I stopped by Half Day and I got the yin yang latte, which is latte with tea infused syrup. I try to stick to black coffee most of the times, but sweet coffee is my weakness. So I get lattes occasionally. I haven't had this one in a while, so I'm super excited. And I got it warm because it's kind of cold outside. Ugh, it's so good. I've tried this ice too, but this latte definitely tastes better when it's warmer. 아, 맛있어. I'm back from my grocery run. I ended up going to the farmer's market and to Trader Joe's, so let me show you guys what I got. I got myself some flowers, of course, from Trader Joe's. Bought chopped salad kit, a bag of kale and spinach, bananas. I really wanted to get this. This is their new black cod staple fish with miso marinade. Apparently this tastes really similar to the Nobu black cod. I'm super excited to eat this for dinner or for lunch this week with a side of salad. And then another source of protein for the week, I bought some steak. And for one of my breakfast menu this week, I want to do, oh my gosh, I bought the strawberry flavor. I meant to get the normal one, but I love a yogurt bowl moment. So I got the thick and creamy yogurt from Trader Joe's. 14 grams of protein per serving. And I like straining them in paper towel to make them thicker. Balsamic glaze. Because I want to do cottage cheese tomato toast with like olive oil drizzle, balsamic drizzle. Got coconut water to make green juice. And these things are my farmer's market purchases. I'm running out of space here, but I got a dozen of eggs. And then I got 3 bowls of berries. I got blueberries and raspberries. Carrots. I'm gonna make carrot and kale juice. Got heirloom tomatoes. Look how gorgeous. And then a bag of apricots. I ordered myself some tonkatsu because eating my curry made me really want to eat the curry with katsu. I'm gonna eat that as lunch and then go on my walk. I decided I'm gonna try going to the Hollywood Reservoir, which I've never been before. And it's like a good 3.5 mile walk, which I think would be really good for me. During luteal phase, I try to stick to a low intensity workouts. So any type of stretching, yoga, Pilates is good. Nothing too intense. Like I don't want to go to a heated yoga class. Long walks are good. I don't want to run. Just to get my body moving, I want to get some good sweat in, feel good about myself, but I don't want to beat myself over it, you know? Back in my big T. My food is here. Gorgeous. I get a lot of questions about the food that I eat and how I eat everything I want, not gain weight, stay skinny, stay fit. The secret is I eat everything I want and I gain weight. Like, I don't think there's a secret sauce to eat everything you want, indulge, and not gain weight. It's so normal to go on vacation, to indulge in trying new food, eating the food that you love, not following your usual routine. Because part of the experience when you travel is to experience those things and to experience those special moments with the people you love. And eating together is such a big portion of the trip and spending quality time. But I used to obsess over the idea of staying skinny and not gaining weight so much that I would skip out on those opportunities to spend time with people that I loved. And it absolutely ruined my social life. And over time, I realized that I would like to prioritize spending quality time with people that I love. It takes some restriction on my part to, maybe I'll eat everything I want, make sure I eat in the correct portion size that makes me feel good, not disgusting afterwards. I've also realized through experiences that the weight that you gain after a vacation, you will shed those off very naturally once you get back home. So don't freak out, don't panic when you gain weight during your vacation. It's normal. But in my usual life, when I'm home, I follow like a 3-7, 7-3 ratio. I'll eat protein-focused, whole foods, kind of bland, normal meals throughout the week 70% of the time, and then 30% of the time I'll go out and eat with my friends. I'll order delivery food, eat whatever I'm craving. We are surrounded by diet culture that it's become so normal for people to eat 1 to 2 meals and think that that's normal. A lot of people have the mindset of like, if I eat 3 normal meals, I'm gonna gain weight. And I have a problem with that. As normal, healthy human beings, 3 meals are so normal. And if you are gaining weight by eating 3 healthy meals a day, there is something up with your metabolism, and it should be kind of like a red flag in your body system. I always tell myself, if I want to lose weight, food is so important, but instead of going so extreme like eating 1 meal a day, I'd rather go walk outside for 3 hours and still eat all my 3 meals. I ordered from my tonkatsu, my favorite in K-Town. I was couch riding for a little bit, but I'm ready for my walk now. Feeling really low energy, so I don't really want to go. But I know I'm gonna feel better afterwards, so I'm forcing myself to go. Change my top, and I put on my new Solomon sneakers. And I just got this gifted from Shocks. I used it a couple of times and I love it. It's like a cuff headphone. It's great when you're out walking because you can still hear your surroundings, but also hear your music. I want to try getting into audiobooks, so I might do that during this walk. Because I get tired of listening to music sometimes. I know it's gloomy, but sometimes when it's gloomy, it's still really bright for my eyes, so I might wear these sunnies that I just got. Magical thing about LA, the day will start off really gloomy and then somehow the sun always comes out. So it's actually really sunny and kind of hot, so I have to take my long sleeve off and put it around my shoulders so I don't burn. And I wish I brought a hat, but wow, I'm really enjoying this walk. The view is beautiful. It's pretty quiet, and I feel like I'm actually getting a really good exercise in walking around the whole loop. 10 out of 10. Would love to come back. Highly recommend. 7 p.m. already washed up, did my skincare, my retainers are in, and my baggy t-shirt is back. There's really nothing better to be in this clean state 7 p.m. on a Sunday. I'm not too hungry right now. I might make myself like a smoothie or juice later, but I'm going through a period cramp right now, and I just don't want to do anything. So good thing I already got my steps in, because now I'm gonna rot. Oh my god, it's perfect. My day. I hope you guys enjoyed. It really felt like I was talking to a friend this entire day. I actually filmed everything on my phone. This is something that I'm gonna try for my vlogs, because every time I pull out my camera, it just feels too official. It's hard for me to capture things that are happening in the moment. It actually makes me dread filming because of how pressured I feel. So I'm trying this phone method. So hopefully the quality wasn't too off. But thank you guys so much for spending the day with me, for hearing me out on this topic, wellness, health, women's health. And thank you so much, Flo, for sponsoring today's video. I will see you in my next video very, very soon. Wishing you all a very great day or night.